is. It's what would Grant do. I'm introducing you, you see. I don't want you to see my eyes. And here's Moto Dragon once again, and we're going to go get me a new tyre. I'm going to follow them on their much faster bikes, so hopefully they don't run off on me. So, the story is, we were in Franklin, riding some bikes, and now we're going to get me a new tyre before I go home. Because my Dunlop, while there's probably still a bit of life left in it, I imagine I'm going to get abuse about how much life there is left in it. I don't like the way how much it's squared off. So I've decided, while I was up here, I was talking to Moto Dragon yesterday about this, and he said he can organise a tyre for me. So I, of course, accepted. So we're going to RPM, and that's where I'm going to get my tyre. I've never been there, and I have to get back used to this bike now because I've been on an Indian Chieftain. So if you haven't seen the review for that, make sure you go watch it. But if you've never watched Moto Dragon or What Would Grant Do, make sure you go check them out on the YouTubes. But I have to say, really, really nice fellas, the two of them. I haven't gotten to speak to Senior Grant too much in person yet, but obviously I've known him for about a year on YouTube. I would ask Grant, could I ride his Fireblade, which is a beautiful bike, but I don't think I'll fit on it, to be quite honest. Oh cool, look at those things. That's to keep drivers awake while you're driving, so clearly it works. It got my attention. And I'm pretty bored right now. Rolling shot. His bike is so goddamn fast. Also Luke, that's Lucky Luke. I think you need to have a meaty competition with him, as in like a meaty sound off, because his bike, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Do you know all these politician signs, you know? I'm not being funny, right? But how are they not illegal? They're like single-use plastic, and they just shouldn't be there. Like, I don't think if they know, well, maybe they think they help, but in my opinion, no one gives a god. No one cares. No one cares about your sign on a poster. No one's going to vote for you if you have your sign on a poster. It doesn't help. You know what I mean? Hey, see that? That's actually a UFO, like in Men in Black. It's not a water tower. It's disguised as one. I still have no idea where we are. I'm hoping I'm not being stolen by the two lads to have my kidneys taken. And I'm actually kind of half concerned about that, because you notice one of them is behind me, Senior Grant. I don't know if you see him in my wing mirror. And one of them is in front of me, Moto Dragon. So maybe if I try to escape, they'll run me down with their far superior bikes and gut me like a fish, and then sell my kidneys so they can go buy more bikes. I'll be honest, it's a thought that's crossed my mind before, you know, selling a kidney. I probably would do one to buy a bike. Maybe not, it depends. The health risks are kind of, you know, there are obviously health risks there with selling a kidney. Maybe it'll be worth it though, you know, to get more bikes, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to earn enough money to buy all the bikes I want. And unfortunately, the likely answer to that, for those of you who have been paying attention to how many bikes I want to buy, the likely answer is absolutely never, you clown. Oh. That bike sounds so good. The MT10 sounds good, and I think this bike sounds good now, but that Fireblade, oh sweet baby jeebus, it sounds amazing. It's pretty around here actually, nice houses. I don't know where the two lads live, but I know I've only ever heard good things about RPM Drogheda, which is why, and I know I'm going to get hate for this, right? I am mixing tyre manufacturers. I'll have a Dunlop on the front and I'm going to have a Metzeler on the back, but I couldn't get a Dunlop quick. My rear tyre, it's not terrible, but it's not good. And I'll be doing a lot of mileage back to Cork today, and I'll be doing more mileage tomorrow. So I wanted to get the tyre on there. You know, I'll get a matching front next time. So yeah, don't give out to me too much. We are going in here. RPM, Ronin Pentony motorcycles. How much of that am I allowed to use? So, we're here at RPM, where I'm getting my tyre on the recommendation of this fella. That one.
Hey guys.
I don't know who this is. He's just following us around and it's kind of scary. A random biker with a class bike. Ooh, look. Random biker has what with Grantu stickers. You should get these. Random biker has them. But there you go, there's some bikes in there. I might try to get some nice slow fancy shots if I'm allowed. I don't know how the proprietor of this place is about it, but sure, we'll see. He says he's grand. Anyway, right, I will talk to you after. If you've already seen the clips that I took while I was up there, which you probably have, you'll know that I got them fitted in RPM Drogheda. So thanks to them for fitting me in, because my Dunlop, a quick bit on the Dunlop I suppose, but I went up to Dublin and I kind of had done my 9,000 kilometers on that tyre, which is what they usually last for, to be fair. But I did notice over the last, I don't know, maybe month or two, particularly in the bad weather, that latest Dunlop Road Smart I had on, well, it was the Road Smart 2 actually, on the rear. It just wasn't performing the same, so I don't know, was it old stock or whatever. I can't remember, was that my third or fourth rear Dunlop? I think third. I'll try confirm it later, but yeah, it just really did not give me confidence in a wet, and it slipped out on me multiple times. I'm not saying that the Road Smart 2 is a bad tyre. I had very good experiences with the first two. Just maybe that, be very careful to confirm the age of the tyre that's being fitted, because it's possible that one was just way too old. But I got this Metzeler ROADTEC 01 fitted on the recommendation of Moto Dragon, who I'm sure you'll have seen in clips that I have already probably put up. So I've already done a bit over 300 kilometers on this rear tyre. All of them done in a day, yesterday actually, back from Dublin. I actually went Dublin, Kilkenny, and then Kilkenny down to Cork, so I extended my spin a bit and had a bit of mixed roads. But for the last hour of that journey, it rained heavily. Now, I mean, I was drenched. That's why I have my my motorbike jeans on today rather than my usual textiles, just because the textiles are still wet, they didn't dry off. The jacket dried off mostly. Someone's leaked oil the whole way along here. I don't know, can you see the colours? Mind that, Kev. But in the rain, I have to say, this Metzeler, and I've never had Metzeler tyres on my bikes before, so I did go purely off the recommendation of Moto Dragon, and I have to say, I was extremely comfortable with them yesterday and today. Absolutely superb tyre in the wet. The balance on them is excellent, as is the grip. The only thing I'll say is they run a little bit rougher than the Dunlop, because obviously they have a lot more tread patterns and whatnot on them. But fast riding, slow riding, so far they're bloody excellent, and I did do a lot of mixed stuff yesterday. So I would consider that back tyre broken in, and it got a hell of a breaking in period, I had dry weather, damp weather, and then absolutely torrential rain weather, so I would say with confidence that it is a very good tyre. And if you do want one fitted, check out RPM in Drogheda, as they stock them. I know I was possibly maybe too lenient on the Dunlop as well. I didn't realise kind of how not great it was until I got the Michelin Commander 2s onto the Magna. I mean, the Magna should not grip better in corners than this bike, and it just was gripping better than this bike in corners, so that's what kind of led me to take a look at the tyres, and obviously it was an issue. So I do still have the Dunlop on the front, which I will rectify as soon as it's used up. I'll put a Metzeler onto the front as well. Metzeler, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But that should really conclude this video. Anything else I'm going to do, I'll do back in... There's Kev. I'll do back in the house. Basically, if you're looking for a tyre like this kind of sports touring mixed weather tyre, just what I've already used this tyre for, distance wise, I would recommend it. If it was between this and the Dunlop, I mean, the Dunlop was 180 fitted, this tyre was 170 fitted, so I would recommend trying out the Metzeler, purely off the bat of how good it was in the rain last night, you know, 100%. So if you watched, thank you very much for watching. Me and Kev are going to keep going out to Garrettstown Beach, and I have another video to make that was another subscriber challenge issued by Kazawaki. Thanks, Kazawaki. Appreciate it, buddy. And yeah, so 2 in 1 day, see how it goes. I know I'm also interested in doing that 10-minute challenge, so this is the outro crew bit. The 10-minute challenge, the whole speaking for 10 minutes, no editing. Would you be interested in seeing me do that? If you would, leave a comment below. Let me know. Until next time, adios.